let's forget the pleasantries and let's jump straight into this. That was one of the most appalling performances I have seen. Every single one of those players should be ashamed of themselves, apart from Nico Williams and maybe to an extent Hutchinson. The rest of them are absolute fraudulent today in what they did on that pitch. From the goalkeeper all the way to the striker. That is not an acceptable performance in front of the faithful and the world famous. That was appalling from start to finish. There was no energy, enthusiasm, patterns of play, the ability to pass from one player to another in a forward direction. It was Sels to Milenkovic to Morato, out wide, then back to Milenkovic, back to Morato, backwards, sideways, backwards, sideways. Then when they got to the final third where Sunderland was so organised, they decide, what? Let's just cross it in. Cross it in. Let's watch reruns of Buffy the Vampire Slayer and hope that Angel is in there to header it in, because Chris Wood damn well can't. He misses an absolute sitter. An absolute sitter. That performance was shocking. The only person who can say they played worse than the Forest team was the ref. Giving away that free kick, which wasn't a free kick, given a booking, was... I'm sorry, but bribery has to have gone down with that. And then on top of that, okay, he's given away the free kick. We know he's on the take, allegedly. And the defending was shocking on the free kick. They let another centre-back scores against us, by the way. Just creeps around the back of the players, man. Comes from behind, pause, gets through. And then Sels should be saving that one. It's a centre-back. We got centre-backs scoring worldies against us at Swansea. And now we got centre-backs freaking creeping in like they're number 9s around the back. Absolutely shocking performance from everyone. Ndoye, I'm almost at the stage where we say, can we get a refund? What did he do today? Backward, stinker. McAtee, he has no excuses. He was playing for Man City. He was in their team regularly, playing in the Champions League. Terrible. Dominguez was out-muscled in that midfield. Maybe too soon for him. The team selection in itself. Wood starting where you got Igor Jesus who's coming in on pure form. 2 goals in his last 2 starts. And we're bringing him on in the second half. Hutchinson had to start. Hutchinson can't play in Europa League. Just sheer logic tells you he has to play in this game. He has to play in this game. If you're going to rotate and keep players fresh, why would you not do it? It's embarrassing that Xhaka, as old as he is, bosses that midfield. I thought Anderson was quiet today. Zinchenko is now officially an issue. He is an issue. He cannot play. If you're going to play him as a midfielder, then play him as a midfielder. He's not a left back. The freedom of that left-hand side is embarrassing. And he can't tackle. He can't even be bothered to turn around and chase a player. And when he does, it looks like Chariots of Fire, man, just running in slow motion, trying to get back. I think I could cook him on pace. Oh, that was so bad. So bad. From start to finish. We could have been there from today till the second coming of Jesus, and we wouldn't have scored. We wouldn't have scored. There was no patterns of play whatsoever. It was an absolute joke of a performance. And we got to talk about the selections from the manager, because it was all wrong. It was all wrong. Just before we get on to Ange, 1,300 of you in here. Get those likes up. At the very least, save my sanity. We're at 98 likes and there's 1,400 or whatever of you in here. Please make sure as well you check out the sponsors of the video, Football Prizes, where you can win this signed Forest shirt by the squad, a signed framed Hutchinson one, a signed framed Dan Ndoye one. You're really going to want that Dan Ndoye one because it's going to be a rare thing. Because if I see him on the pitch again and he plays like that, send him back to Bologna. scan the QR code or click on the link. Let's talk about Ange. The selections were wrong. I'm sorry, but Douglas Luiz not being in this team shows you that we can't control it in a two-man midfield with someone in Dominguez who's just coming back from a long injury. And you put him alongside Anderson. The physicality from Dominguez was not there. And then Dominguez isn't that player who can drop in the Ange system to pick the ball up from the centre-backs. If you're going to do that, you almost had to switch him and have Anderson being the one picking it up, not the other way around. This was a Sangare game. Whether you guys hate him or have your agendas against him, at least he's got a little bit of physicality. It's not like the Sunderland midfield is blessed with, freaking Usain Bolt pace. That's where he would have fit in. Why didn't Sangare come on in the second half? Switch it to a three-man midfield. Then you can release Anderson further up the pitch. And why was Wood left on? This two-man striker thing doesn't work. All that happened was Jesus played as a 10. He's not a 10. He told me himself he's a 9, only a 9. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So don't drop him in. We saw all pre-season when they tried to put Wood and Jesus up front. It did not work. It should have made changes at halftime with the wingers. We have such a huge winger issue right now. Backward was dead. Ndoye was dead. Hutchinson comes on and looks good. But we saw Backward coming on and look good against Arsenal and then dead since then. And Wood has to score that header. He has his bread and butter. He's unmarked at the back post. Hit the target and it is in. It's that simple. Put your head on the ball and aim at that fucking goal, man. Gibbs White comes on. He's playing as centre-back. Gibbs White decides he can't shoot normally, so what does he do? He tries a bicycle kick, an overhead kick that puts it into the Trent. Nearly clears the upper Trent. It's such a bad performance at home, and I think they were booing him off. I don't even like the changes Ange made. It wasn't even that difficult. You take Ndoye off, you take Backward off, you take Wood off. He should have brought Igor Jesus on. He should have brought Hutchinson and Callum Hudson-Odoi, and he had to somehow or other and take McAtee off and should have brought Sangare on. Those were the changes. For this team, I swear to God, man. Let's get into the player ratings. Guys, make sure you've hit the like. If you're new here, make sure you've subscribed. Emma, I'm fuming. You could just see it a mile off. The pace of the game. There was no urgency. There was no desire to get the ball forward. It was a case of let's just keep the ball. Let's just keep the ball and pass it sideways and backwards. It was like watching teams coming up against us under Prime Nuno last season, where Forest say, you lot have the ball, man. We're in our shape. We're comfy here. We're going to hold hands. You ain't going to break through us. And we didn't, man. And we didn't. And they got their one chance. To be honest, they could have made it 2-0 at the end because that idiot Zinchenko can't defend. Walked straight through him. I'm going in on all these players. Sels should save the first one. Get your player ratings in if you haven't done it. The link's pinned in the chat. In fact, just before we start the player ratings, let me catch up on the super chats. Big up to Stone Roses with the 29 months. Solomara, I don't know what that means, bro, but thank you. Shermanator with the £2 and continuing where he left off at Spurs in the Prem. Chris with the £2 says simples, Ange out. I mean, are some of you turning on Ange now? We'll do a poll in a second on that. Thank you, Chris. Lewis with the £5, pathetic from Forest and an awful ref, total failure waiting to happen. It's looking like a goddamn car crash today. It really is. Big up to Phil with the $9.99. He says, lol, I've been telling you all for weeks. This is a disaster class from Marinakis. He's fucked us big time. emoji, forest emoji, and a tree. Phil, I can't be asked with it right now. I'm fucking fuming that right now. I will analyze this whole Ange situation once I've calmed down a little. Big up to you, Phil, with the 9.99. Chris with the £2. He goes, I'll take MGW's flicks over McAtee's nothing. No, that's a fair point. McAtee was shambolic. The official Leon with the $5 says, are you not entertained? Yes, I'm very, very not entertained, he says. Darren with the 1.99, he goes, although they did park the bus, but they were the away team. The onus is on us to attack. Ange wants to play attacking football. Where was it today? Is sideways, 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 cross, sideways, sideways, back to Sels, sideways, back to Sels, sideways, out to the wing, cross, headed away. Thank you, Chris, for the 1.99. And Curtis with the $2 says, buckle up, relegation battle incoming, summer reset. Okay, let's get into the player ratings. Please do hit the like. Make sure you subscribed as well. I think Sels should save that. I just think he looked clumsy coming out for it. It didn't look quite right for me. So I'm gonna give Sels a 4 out of 10. I think he could have saved the goal. He did make a good save towards the end, but at that stage, really, who gives a flying fuck? The game was already done. We were never scoring 1-0, 2-0. Who the fuck cares? Let's see what you guys did. You gave him a 4.2. My head is so hot right now. Nico Williams, for me, the only one who comes out with any credit, the only one who actually looked like a footballer on there, the only one who looks like he gives a fuck, the only one. I'm giving him a 7. I thought he was brilliant as always. 7. Could be an 8, but we lost. He's, spoiler alert, he's man of the match yet again. He's the only player who has any dignity walking off that pitch. Let's see what you guys... Fuck, now the agendas on Nico Williams are absolutely crazy right now. 5? I can't even be bothered to bite to the trolls. I really can't. 5? Fuck you lot, man. Nico Williams head and shoulders above everyone else. Milenkovic, he was... okay, I can't remember if he was part of the back post mess up with the free kick or not. Probably okay. I mean, he probably had more touches than our attackers with the amount of sideways passes that were going on. I'll give him a 5. I can't remember who's at the back post. I know Nico Williams got pushed over. I don't know if it was Milenkovic or not. I'll give it a slide. I couldn't give a fuck. I don't want to watch that back. This is going to be week 6 now. I still don't see match of the day. Fuck you, match of the day. You guys are giving him a 4.1. Fire through these. I just hate them all right now. I actually just hate them all. Apart from Nico Williams. Morato, I still don't feel easy with him at the back. But I thought the centre backs were okay. They were never really under any pressure. It was just self-inflicted crap. That's what it was. Self-inflicted from a free kick. It was the attacking side of it today. So I'll give him whatever I just gave Milenkovic. So I'll give him a 5 as well. Let's see what you guys did. You guys went 4.1. When's Murillo coming back? Zinchenko, he can go fucking do one. He is one of the worst defenders I've ever seen in my life. I don't even think he understands what the word defense means, or defending, or tackling, or running backwards. He is not a defender. He's a fucking midfielder. Stop playing him as a left back. Drop him or play him as a midfielder. It's a fucking joke that this guy is getting away with murder. With absolute murder defensively. He is shocking. He's leaving so much space on the left-hand side. That's on Ange as well, by the way, because this is Ange is set up to invert the fullbacks. But why is it that Nico Williams on the other side can play it more disciplined? Nico Williams was in the right positions defensively. Zinchenko is not. He's not. And Morato isn't good enough to cover 2 positions by himself. Zinchenko is getting, I'd give him 60% of the blame for his positioning and 40% of the blame to Ange, because everyone knows he's not a defender. So you know what? Play him in midfield or drop him. You know what? You could have done that today. You could have played Zinchenko, Dominguez, and Anderson, put Nico Williams left back. I don't know what's happened to Savona, by the way. Dude, is he still on the books? He's just magically disappeared. I don't know what it is, where he's gone. Now, he ain't that good either, but you know what? At least he knows where the right back position is. So I'm giving this dickhead a 2. You guys give it, I don't know how you got to a 3. Watch me get a message from Ange. Oh, you and your Zinchenko agenda. Oh, he made some fabulous passes for me. Fuck off, man. Anderson. Not a good game. Not a good game from him. Just not a productive game from him. I will not go in on Anderson because he's carried that midfield for weeks. I'll give him like a 4 in general compared to his normal standards. I just don't think he was influential in that game. I'm gonna give him a 4. You guys gonna say 4.6? 4 is probably too harsh. He's probably a 5, but I'm just fuming right now. I really am. Dominguez, too light, too much lacking in physicality in that first half. Not really the player you want to be picking the ball up from the centre backs. Anonymous at times for me, but not fully match sharp. I ain't gonna be too harsh on him. He's been out for so long and he's just chucked in to start. I'll give him a 4. 4 out of 10 for him. You guys are giving a 3.6. Who's next? McAtee. I'm this close with this guy. I'm this close with this guy. He's looking utter shit. There's no other way of describing it. He doesn't get the excuse Backward gets. He doesn't get the excuse Ndoye gets. He doesn't get the excuse that Jesus gets. He is a Premier League player. Well, apparently so. Premier League player who is playing for Man City. He is the person that has the hardest job to displace the poster boy Gibbs White. He's got the toughest position that every time, not because Gibbs White is amazing, but because Gibbs White is the poster boy. To displace Gibbs White, you have to show one hell of an attitude, one hell of a performance, one hell of everything, right? And he's not doing that. He's not taking his chances. He's too slow at moving the ball forward. There was too many times he picks the ball up and he doesn't seem to have that vision of seeing, I think it was Backward in the first half, made a run through the lines. Didn't see it. Slowed the ball down. Could have played it through. And outside of that, he was just anonymous. 3 for me. I think he's been utter shit since he's come. I think he's been utter shit. You guys have gone a 3.2 with him. I think that's fair. Let's move on to the wingers. Let's start with Backward. Backward is really disappointing me. Where the fuck is Brick? Backward. Again, I'm wondering if Backward is short for backwards, because all he wants to do is play with his ball, with his back to goal, and then run backwards towards our own goal. I don't understand it. This guy is so techie, so skillful, and he has good acceleration. He's not using it, man. He's just not using it. Like, what I expected from Backward, or backwards, as I'm going to start calling him, is that he suckers the defender in, then he accelerates, then he goes past him, cuts on the inside, takes him on, and what have you. No, he just goes backwards. Nico, where art thou, Nico, let me give you a 2-yard pass, Nico. You go sort it out, Nico. and then he does nothing. It's not the. This is not the player that was playing in the French league. Not the player at all. I am still going to give him a chance, but these performances are utter crap from him. I'm giving him a 2. I thought he was really bad today. Really bad. You guys giving him a 3. I don't even want to talk about this next one. I think he's shit. I'm sorry. I think he's shit. Until he proves me otherwise, I am now putting him in that box, that category box that's labeled shit. I don't know what the fuck he does on the pitch. He can't take on a man. The times he runs in behind, he couldn't control the ball when he brought it down. He had one shot, which looked good because it deflected off the defender and nearly went into the other corner. Outside of that, he's shit. And I'm sorry, that's the stance I'm taking on him. Shit till proven otherwise. It's like a court of law, man. You're innocent till proven guilty. With me, he is now shit until proven good. That's all I have to say on him. I don't want to see him start. I don't care if you put Ryan Yates at left wing now. That's the stage I am with him. I've seen nothing. I've seen nothing. You lot got all excited when he scored and got an assist. I was saying to you guys back then, that's just stat padding. I didn't see anything on the pitch outside of what happened. Like, he's shit. He's shit still proves me otherwise. Now it's up to him. Up to him. We spent nearly 40 million on that, man. Fucking hell. Forest could have bought me for $500,000. They'd have saved themselves 35 mil, and I would have been just as shit as him. I'm giving him a 1. I thought he was atrocious today. Absolutely shocking. You guys have got a 3.4. 3.4. Get this fucker off my screen. I don't want to fucking see him. Wood. Like, Wood lived up to his name today. He was just a plank of wood. Plank of wood. I can't see past that header miss. I can't see past that header miss. Atrocious. I think he had another 2 chances that he should have scored. I thought Ryan Yates was playing up front when that ball got crossed in. Like, what the fuck was that header? Seriously. I still don't get why Ange thought it was a good idea to play with 2 strikers. They're taking him off. I mean, the first mistake was not starting Jesus. So that's on Ange. And we'll talk about that when we get to Ange. Second mistake is playing them both together and then expecting anything from them. We've never seen it work with these 2 up front. So why do it, man? Surely he's watched the tapes back. Surely he's seen what happened in pre-season and what have you. And I just think, I don't know if this is physically possible, but I think Wood looks even slower than normal. I think he looks slower than normal. Lincoln, just cross out the always in the win bit. Just get the red marker out, bro. Shout out to you. So look, I can't look past that header. I know if I remember the other chances he missed, I'm gonna get even more pissed off. So I'm gonna give him a 2. I'm pissed off with him as well. Loved him last season. Sorry, Jess, but he's pissing me off. Pissing me off. You guys gave him a 2.6. 2.6. All right, let's get into the subs. Before we do, let's just catch up on some of the super chats. Bunzy says, too much chest. You can hold all of this. Pretty weird of you that you want to see my chest. Chris with the £5 says, as McElroy said in the Ryder Cup today to all the Yanks, to all the Ange supporters, shut the fuck up, he says, with the £5. Fair play to you, Chris. Just a quick reminder, we've got still 1,300 in here, and we're sitting on 338 likes. Like, you lot are moving the like button backwards and sideways like the Forest team did today. Like, what we saying here? Please hit the like. Let's get it to over 400. And we should be at 700, if I'm being honest with you guys, as a bare minimum. So please do hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed as well if you are new. And because I can't even bother to go in on these fucking players because they were all shit. Let's get into the subs. Who was up first? Gibbs White. I mean, most of the time I saw him playing at centre back. I saw him. Where is he? I don't know. I didn't think he was very productive today. I think some of his link-up play on the right-hand side with Hutchinson was decent. But didn't he take a shot with his left foot as well? Was that him? And that stupid overhead kick. Useless, man. I just doesn't it? And I think he was kind of playing in the 8. It doesn't even look that good in the 8 right now. Yeah, just Marinaka's call Levy up. Face him, go back to Spurs for a day. Let's just put the signature in that space next to where it said we always win. I don't know, 3 for him. Can we rate things we'd rather do than watch Forest? Bro, that'd be like the longest stream ever right now. It really would. So you guys have got a 3.5 on him. Next up was Hudson Ndoye. I actually thought Hudson Ndoye was okay. At least he tried to move the ball forward and tried to take on his man. He was okay for me. His crossing was dog shite, but so was everyone else's apart from Hutchinson. I'm actually giving him a buy on this game. I thought it was acceptable. So I'll give him a 5 out of 10. He wasn't too bad, if I'm being honest with you, but I can't score anyone high because I'm pissed off at all of them. So you guys are going to 3.9. I think that's very harsh. I don't think he was as bad as some of the rest of the shitters that were out there today. And then Igor Jesus, come on. And I just don't think he had an impact on the game because he was playing in the 10. It just didn't work. What minute did he come on? 60th minute. So he got 30 minutes and it just didn't work because, well, actually, no, I say that. He had a very good header that freaking Buffon decides to save in goal from them. Yeah, Cho's corners were better than Bakwa. Bakwa is just ballooning them, man. And Bakwa's good at corners. Oh, Bakwa is absolutely winding me up the more I think about it, man. Big ups to the ladies team winning 2-1. At least we get to taste some victory there. I don't know. Maybe Jesus wasn't not as impactful as I thought. He had that header. He had that chance where him and Hutchinson, I thought they were going to score, man. It just broke to them in the box. And it's just nothing was going to go in today. Nothing. I'll give him a 5, man, because I like it. You guys have gone 5.4 on Jesus. And then the last sub, well, no, there's 2 more. Hutchinson then came on. What I'm not going to do with Hutchinson, which I know all of you guys are going to do, you're going to be like, Hutchinson now deserves to start. I'm not doing that thing anymore just because I've seen a good cameo. Hutchinson came on in the 72nd minute. He did look good. I'm not denying that. He looked very good. He's going to get a decent score from me, but I've just seen this too many times with this shitty team that someone comes on off the bench and we're all like, oh, look at me. He just had a good 20 minutes. He's the best player in the world. Let's start him next week. He deserves the start. To be fair, he probably does, right? But I'm not letting that crap sucker me in anymore. I'm not not talking about him. I'm talking about the ideology of it. Too many times I've seen someone come off the bench for 15 minutes like, oh, he looks great. Backward came on against, oh, look at him. He deserves to start. He had freaking, who else? I can't remember. Calamawendo come on against us. Oh, look at Cali. Let's see Cali. Not even Calamawendo. It's Cali now because he freaking ran with the ball a little bit. But that's like what we're reaching at, man. That's what we're reaching at. But he did have a good game for 15 minutes. And then actually in the last 5 minutes, he skied a couple of crosses. His crosses were decent, though, when they came in from the right side. He probably should have scored that bit with him and Igor Jesus. I'm going to give him a 6.5. A 6.5. He was decent. I'm not, by the way, I'm not aiming what I'm saying at him. I'm aiming it about the general thing. It's like, I guarantee all the comments on this, if you're commenting later as well, let me know who your man of the match is. Still going to be, you're harsh on him. I'm not being harsh on him. I'm just not buying the bullshit from this team anymore. With the bullshit. I'm done. I gave him a 6.5. Let's see what you guys gave him. Oh, you gave him a 6. And then Callum Owendo, come on. Did he? Is probably my first question. All right, you don't need to help me with Callum Owendo. What did he do? Did he do anything? I can't remember. What did he do? Did he do anything? Ant is going to cook you overrating these shit players. Oh no, Ant will cry about the rating I gave Zinchenko. I promise you that. He ran onto the pitch. Yeah, that probably gets him 1 point. I legit can't remember what he did. 1 minute. He came on in the 90th minute, right? There's not much he could have done. He managed to control the ball this time. I'll give him a fucking, I don't know, 4. I don't remember him. I mean, he got 6 minutes at best. You guys are giving him a 3.4. All right, let's talk about fucking Ange, man. Where do I start? I don't know where to start. Am I Ange out? Probably the first question. Let's get a poll going, because a lot of you are saying get a poll, Ange in, Ange out. Fine, let's do the poll. Before I tell you if I'm Ange in or Ange out, I need to be on at least 500 likes. We're on 431. Fucking pathetic. Please do get those likes up. Should I give you a doubt option or not? All right, I'll give you a doubt option. So get your votes in. Get the like. I need 500 likes. What are you lot doing? Going through your comments here, it's mixed. I'm seeing Ange in, not yet. Ange in, out, Ange 0. The poll's up, Fred. The poll is up. Polls up. Let's see how you guys are voting. We're still not on 500 likes, man. How is it you guys get, a poll, ooh, look at me, a poll, I must vote the poll. Hitting the like button is like, whoa, let's not go too far and hit a like button, all right? But we're on 463, you guys can easily get that to 500. So at the moment, only 25% of you are Ange in. I swear to God, right? I swear to God, you guys are going to make my head explode because this poll is about to get more likes than this fucking stream. We're 9 likes off 500 likes. The 27% of you are Ange in. 50% of you are Ange out. And 23% of you are sitting on the fence. You lot so flip floppy. Nearly 400 of you have voted. I'll leave that open for a couple of minutes. Am I Ange in or am I Ange out? I'm Ange in. I'm still not Ange out. I put 42% of the blame on Ange today, and I put the rest of it. No. I'd say I put 35% of the blame on Ange. I would put 90% of the blame on Chris Wood's header. I'd put 100% of the blame on the referee. And I would put another 200% of the blame on every other player that isn't Nico Williams. I don't know if that adds up to 100. Well, it can't. It's way more than 100. But you can get more than 100% despite what Ant tells you. So someone can add that up if they want. Look, what did he do wrong today? He got this. We cannot play a two-man midfield. No, not without Douglas Luiz. Not without Douglas Luiz. Mathematics is not your skill. I actually have an A level in maths. Believe it or not, Chaka. Believe it or not, I do. He got the midfield selection wrong. Couldn't go in a two-man midfield. He shouldn't have started Chris Wood. It should have been Jesus. Ndoye is useless. Shouldn't have started him. Zinchenko. I can't even talk about that prick right now. And I don't know. I'm just so numb. I'm just so fucking numb with this team right now. Is that 6 games without a win? Including the stupid West Ham game that Nuno threw knowing he was going to get the West Ham job and he just wanted to bag the only 3 points they've collected. I got an A, bro. An A. Standard A. Was Douglas Luiz injured when we bought him? No. No. A defeat at Midtjylland midweek will be his last game. Maybe. Sorry, but we have some absolute knobhead fans. We really do. You clearly want to go back to defending all game and boring us to tears. How could you blame And for any of the defeats? Says Adam. He's not blameless, Adam. He's not blameless. I don't think his team selection was correct today. I agree with you. The style of football is much better to watch. But we can't, as a club, go 6 games without a win. We can't. I don't know what to give him, man. I'll give him a 4. A 4. This is Edu's fault too. You lot are still not liking Edu, are you? 51% of you are Ange out, 22 are Ange out, and 27% of you are Ange in. Just very quickly, because a lot of you are saying Edu. Let me just do an Edu in, out, doubt on Edu. I'm a little intrigued on where you are on Edu. So get your votes in on there. Make sure you've hit the like button as well. Move back to, I don't want to look at any of these players. Yeah, the team selection was bad today. There was just some obvious mistakes made. So get your votes in on Edu. While you're doing that, let me just catch up on some super chat. Oh my God, Chris triple captain Jesus today. It says your fault. It's your fault, Chris. Thank you for the £2. And while you guys are voting on the Edu stuff, please don't forget to check out the sponsors of the video today. You can win all these goodies. Signed Forest shirt by the squad. Signed framed Hudson Ndoye insta win. £1,000 cash insta win. And then Ndoye, that one just give to me and I'll smash it. Scan this QR code or click on the link that's in the comments. Okay, I mean, that's kind of ruined my weekend, if I'm being honest with you, because Man U lost, Chelsea lost, Liverpool lost. It was just a beautiful looking weekend, and then stupid ass Forest decide they want to shit the bed as well at home. What excuses are there for Ange on this one? I don't know. I don't really care right now. I just never want to watch a football match ever again. I hate football. Hate football. I hate it. The only thing that can cheer me up right now is if Spurs lose to Wolves. So come on, Wolves. In fact, I'm going to send you to Sava. Everyone just type in Wolves in there. Wait, let me just check they're not winning. Please tell me they're not winning. Yes, they're still not winning. I'm going to send you over to Sava. Everyone he'll get annoyed. Just like, I don't know, spam something that will annoy him. Like, oh, Spurs are shit. Everyone type in Spurs are shit in Sav's chat. It will wind him up so much and it will make me feel better. So go do that. I think I'm on Never a Foul at 10 o'clock tonight. I'll see you guys then. I need to go cool down. Thank you for watching. Hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed. On you Reds.